What's going on YouTube? This is Kaz and welcome to the Kingdom Perfumes experience. So good to see you guys here again on my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I really do hope that you'll be liking, commenting, and subscribing on this video by the end if you like what you're about to see. And if you guys are returning, hey, so good to see you guys again. Alright, so today I have a wonderful fragrance haul for you guys right after this intro. Alright, welcome back y'all. So before I really get into the video, I usually like to start off all of my videos with a quick and simple prayer. But for those of you who would like to skip the prayer, no worries at all. There'll be a link in the description below. For those of you starting the prayer with me, let's go ahead and start. Heavenly Father, I thank you for my viewers. I thank you for this wonderful channel and this platform that we can share our ideas, our passions, and our heart for things, and just connect with each other. Lord, I thank you for your word that is a light to our path, your word that is a sword that can pierce any and every one, pierce our hearts, hardened hearts. I thank you for your word that guides us, that gives us clarity, and that acts as a mirror to show us the right ways and the wrong ways about ourselves. Thank you so much, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, we're all prayed up. We're about to start our review. Today is tobacco haul number 7. Actually, it's fragrance haul number 7, tobacco edition. So we're going to be looking at 4 fragrances that I've picked up recently that all feature the note of tobacco or a prominent note of tobacco. So the first fragrance, now these fragrances were kind of a two-part, okay? 3 of them I got from Fragrantica. One of them was my scent of the week actually, and I'll be doing a separate review of that one very soon, so stay tuned. But the first one, we're gonna start off with, let's go Burberry. All right, Burberry London. I'm so used to saying Burberry Touch. Well, we have Burberry London for Men, okay? The Burberry London for Her is a white floral. So just in case you guys are familiar with London, now you know the London for Her is a white floral. You can go check that out later. But yeah, Burberry London for him. And this is the box. You got your normal Burberry pattern, all right? And I'm gonna unbox it for you. You'll see it pop in my hand. All right, so the bottle is really nice. It has the Burberry fabric going around it. I think it's glued to it actually. So if you wanted to take it off, you could probably rip it off. You know, it's just a black bottle. But you know, there's the fabric. That's it, just a Burberry fabric going around. I think it's a black plastic cap. And this is my 50 ml, all right? Pertinent information on the bottom as well as the box. And we're gonna smell this. So Burberry London for Men is a nice, kind of a warm, spicy fragrance for men. It does have a little bit of tobacco in there. Some people in Fragrantica could call this fragrance a nice Christmas scent, but it does have kind of a fougere quality, okay? Like a pine kind of quality, warm pine. That pine is not listed in the notes, but we're gonna go ahead and spray. Let's see what the atomizer is looking like. All right. That's it, like quick spritzes, okay? So nothing crazy with the atomizer. Let me just put that on the strip here. And I will, wow, that's nice. So what you guys are gonna get immediately is a nice fresh blast. Oh, very aromatic, kind of green, all right? So Burberry London for Men is actually a 2006 release. And the nose behind this is Antoine Maison Dew. And it's wonderful. So this is more of a kind of like a refreshing take on tobacco almost. It's refreshing when it opens and then it gets really warm, really spicy. But you're gonna smell a lot of that in the opening. All right, so some of the notes I think is it coriander? No, sorry, cinnamon. All right, we're gonna get some cinnamon, some lavender. You're gonna pick that up in the beginning immediately, and some bergamot. All right, and then I believe the heart has some leather, some mimosa. All right, mimosa is a really interesting note there, and leather kind of gives it a darker, kind of smoother feel. And then you're gonna have your tobacco, Pomponax, Gaiac wood, oak moss in the base. So this is really nice, okay? It is cozy because of the way that the oak moss interacts, I think, with that lavender. The lavender is a really key player here. So even though this is a tobacco fragrance, or a fragrance with tobacco in it rather, I want to say that the lavender plays a really big part in this. So if you like maybe like a almost pine, but like maybe fougere, lavender, oak moss, bergamot type of feel to tobacco, then this is definitely a good pick. All right. Burberry London For Men. So the next one is Reyane Tradition Insurrection To Wild. All right, I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but here is the box. All right, and I really do like the presentation of this one, probably the most out of all of these fragrances or tobacco-based fragrance. There's their logo on the top and bottom. Box information in gold letters. And you have a little pull-out tab here. This is a slide out, and this also sticks out too. You'll see what that is for a second. All right, so this is what it looks like in the box when you pull it out. And this little tab I told you about, where is it? This little tab here, that's just to like help you, pull it out of the little cutout, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and, pop this in my hand. All right, now it's in my hand, and it's a nice bottle. There is some, some of the paint starting to chip, because it is a gradient bottle, all right? Fingerprint magnet, so excuse the fingerprints. All right, but it's really nice gradient from darker brown to lighter brown. And if you go around the bottle, you have, I think it says, Insurrection 2, right down in gold. This is really nice presentation, actually, and this is a cheapie. I just want to say, guys, all of the Insurrection 2 fragrances, you have For Men, and then Paris, by the way, right there, Paris, For Men. But all of the Insurrection 2 fragrances are really affordable, okay? This brand has a lot of affordable things, and I've heard that Insurrection 2, I think it's Pure Sport, or I think it's like a light blue gradient going down into like clear. That is a clone of, I believe it's Aventus cologne. So, fun tip. But this, Insurrection To Wild, is a clone, supposedly, of Mugler's Pure Havane. And honestly, I haven't smelled Pure Havane, but I, just from the reviews and the type of tobacco it is, and the characteristics that it has, the cherry vibe that it has, I can suspect that this would be a clone of that fragrance, because this is really rich for what you get. This has like niche quality type smells to it. So let's chat about it for a second. All right, let me put this on a strip for you guys, and we'll be on our way. Now, the atomizer, by the way, also has their logo on the top. This is 100 ml, feels really good in the hand. It's a nice atomizer because even though it's short bursts, it has a really smooth press, and you get a lot of distribution from it. This is my scent of the day. I don't know why I'm spraying this on a strip, but I'm just gonna spray some more on right here because I love this stuff. By the way, you see how many sprays I'm using. This is my normal routine. Feel free to copy, all right? 2 on the neck, 1 in the back, 2 in the crook of my elbows. And sometimes I like to do this, fan it out a little bit. So this stuff is delicious, all right? Probably one of the most delicious fragrances that I've got in my haul. This is part of the Fragrance Net haul as Burberry London, and we're gonna chat about it a little bit. So this is an unknown year release. I don't know when this came out, and I don't even know who the nose behind it is. I just know the brand is Reyane Tradition. You guys have probably heard of this brand. And let's talk about some of the notes. You're gonna get tobacco, you're gonna get honey, you're gonna get vanilla. Just those 3 alone, delicious combination, all right? I'm gonna spray some on the back of my hand too. Let that fan out. And I think it also has some spicy notes, some gaiac wood, some woodsy notes. And it has a nice sweetness to it. I think there's some tonka bean in here too. And cacao. So this is really, really, really good stuff. I can't say it enough. So what I actually did is I merged this fragrance with Cherry Smash number 12, which is a alt fragrances clone of Lost Cherry from Tom Ford, because I know Pure Havane has a little bit of cherry up top that people know it for. So Insurrection To Wild by Reyane Tradition, wonderful stuff. I highly recommend you guys pick this up. If you can't afford what Pure Havane is going for out there from eBay or other maybe discounters, if you can find it at discounters, then definitely don't turn your nose up at Insurrection To Wild. The next fragrance, or the last fragrance in my fragrance net haul, but third in my overall tobacco haul, is gonna be a popular designer release. Guess 1981 Los Angeles. So this, shout out to Ross at TLTG. He was the one that put this on my radar. He said he swears by it, and I'm glad I have a bottle of it now. Here's the box. All right, you got a nice, you know, kind of orange sky color, 1981 Los Angeles. All right, guess on top, bottle info on the box, on the bottom. All right, we're gonna unbox this for you and pop it in my hand. All right, it's in my hand, and it's a nice classy bottle. You got a wood cap, all right, maybe it's fake wood or whatnot, but it's like a wood style. You got guess on the top, nice glass bottle, solid round glass bottle, and you can't really ask for too much more. It's a nice solid designer presentation. Yeah, I think there's like a little plastic thing in the middle of this wooden top. And let's see how this guy sprays. All right, let's see how it sprays. All right, quick burst, nothing special, designer release. But wow, this smells great. It's just hitting me in the face right now. I'm gonna spray on my trusty strip here. All right, so what you're gonna get, this is the most maybe mass appealing take on tobacco. All right, it has that designer vibe, okay, that designer men's fragrance vibe with some nice tobacco in here. It's actually the newest out of all of these. This is probably the newest, I think. This is a 2016 release, or 2019 release, excuse me, 2019 release. And the notes behind this is Christine Hassan, and you're gonna get some notes of like, there's plum, black pepper in the top. I think there's also some mint and ginger in the heart, some geranium in the heart. You're gonna get some amber, some tobacco, some sandalwood, and some vetiver in the base. This is a great fragrance, guys. It does open a tiny bit spicy, but it has a really smooth designer kind of overcoat on this, all right? And the tobacco, everything else is in the deep dry down. So this is probably the most mass appealing out of the group here. We're gonna go through everything, and really easy to wear, okay? So if you want something that's good to work at any time of the winter or fall, guess 1981 Los Angeles is a really good choice. And it has so many nuances, okay? I know I'm not giving these fragrances enough time to really develop because I'm spraying them here live. We'll probably go through them at the end. And the mint and ginger are starting to come up with the geranium. Now that is a fresh combo, okay? Mint, you already know is fresh. Ginger, you already know has a zinginess to it, has some freshness to it, and some spice to it, right? That's ginger. Now geranium, it's floral, right? You have some nice gentle floral touches, but geranium is a fresh type of floral, okay? It's more of a masculine arena of rose. So I think this combination is nice in the heart. Fresh, spicy, slightly floral, right? And it just kind of guides you into that ambery tobacco base. Some sandalwood and vetiver to ground it, give it some creaminess. Love it. And the plum and black pepper bergamot combo in the opening is really unique too. I think it's the plum that really has this kind of almost darker vibe when you first spray it on and it opens. Guess 1981 Intense. Sorry, did I say 1981 Intense? 1981 Los Angeles. Now let's go to our fourth and final fragrance in this fragrance haul, number 7, Tobacco Edition. Here's the last fragrance in my fragrance haul. Okay, this is the niche fragrance out of the pick. I think all of these are designers. I think Reyane Tradition, I mean, it's not a designer that I'm aware of, but I know it's designer prices, I guess you could say, whatever. Guess, Burberry designers, okay? Niche right here. This is Ineke Perfumes Field Notes from Paris. I'm gonna show you guys the box. Now, this did not come from FragranceNet. This came from a local niche store that I did a live stream with Mr. L'Abbé Aroma, and that store is called Ariel Shoshana. So I really love the presentation of this fragrance. I think the perfumer Ineke Rulin, her husband is the one that did some of the photography. Hopefully you guys can see some of that. And what you see written on the box is just some of her actual handwriting, the notes that she had printed on every box. So when she was making this fragrance, this is just her, her material notes that she took for this fragrance, which is supposed to remind you of writing in a journal in a cafe, okay? really beautiful stuff. This is a white floral take on tobacco, and I think you guys would really love this because it's a winter, fall, spring, summer fragrance, okay? It has everything you need. This is probably the tobacco fragrance out of all of these that you can wear all year round. The Guess 1981 Los Angeles, you can probably pull that out on cooler, warm weather nights, but this one, you can pull it out in the daytime on summer and you can still be okay. You just have to watch your sprays. But this is part of the ABC's collection. Really love this stuff. Look at that. You have the alphabet kind of going around, and I think she is on the letter J. I think that's as far as she got. So every letter, the fragrance has to start with that letter, and this is Field Notes from Paris. So this is F. All right, so I'm gonna show you the presentation without hopefully breaking the bottle. Is it secure? All right, it's secure. Here we go. Hopefully you guys don't witness a catastrophe. It opens nicely just like that. Nice podium. I'm gonna brace it with my finger, and there it is. It's a wonderful bottle, and I really like how it feels. You got a metal band going around it, fingerprint magnet. But there's your metal band, and you can see the dent I've put in it already. This is my scent of the week. What I love about this fragrance is that you can spray this liberally. All right, now I'm gonna do a separate review on this because this is my scent of the week, but this is a white floral take on tobacco. It just has this pillowy, cloudy, just kind of effervescent, aromatic, fresh opening with a little bit of spice. I think it's some of that coriander in the opening. I'm gonna spray it in the air. Actually, spray it on my right hand. All right, that's the spray. This probably has the most distribution maybe. The only one that's rivaling the distribution of this fragrance might be the Reyane Tradition. These two have really good atomizers on them. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. It's one of those things I can't stop smelling. I gotta be careful because I will go through this because I love it so much. And I should mention there's a map of Paris here on the bottom. All right. So I mentioned in a cafe, right? The notes are gonna get that coriander, that African orange flower, some bergamot. That's gonna be in the top. And before I continue, this is a 2009 release. And as I mentioned before, the perfumer is Ineke. All right, so yes, coriander, that's a spice, that African orange flower, white flower is already coming in, man, and bergamot in the opening, just to give it some nice sparkle, some nice zing, some nice freshness, okay? It's like this smooth cotton texture freshness. And then in the heart, you're gonna have that tobacco leaf and tobacco blossom, all right? So it has a bit of a dry, almost feel in the heart. And then it's gonna have some Virginia cedar and some patchouli, further giving it some more dryness and a little bit of woodiness, okay? And then it's gonna dry down to a base. There's beeswax, there's tonka bean, leather, and some vanilla. So she balances that dryness really nicely with the fresh, almost juicy, cottony white florals and spice and bergamot in the opening. But you got this dry middle where the tobacco really is to shine. The dry middle is really nice with that patchouli, that Virginia cedar wood combo. And then the base is where all the sweetness is, the deep dry down. So the vanilla, the beeswax is gonna give it a little honey-like accord. All right, and that tonka bean really just brings it all together, okay? So you don't just get freshness and dryness or dryness and sweetness. You get the freshness, the dryness, and the sweetness all sandwiched together to make a masterpiece. We'll talk more about this in a separate video, but Ineke Perfumes, Field Notes from Paris. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly enjoyed having you guys here, just spending some time and going through my fragrance haul. 4 wonderful tobacco fragrances. Each and every one of them has a different take on tobacco. So let's go through them real quick and I'll let you guys go. So, Burberry London, right? More of a fougere take on tobacco, kind of really fresh, almost a little green. Yeah, and it's developing even more. So this is more of a cinnamon, green, spicy, almost maybe like a fresh green pie and gingerbread cookie, okay? This is a really nice one. A really nice fougere take on tobacco because there is, I think there's some lavender in here, there's some oak moss, there's some bergamot. So oak moss and bergamot, those are the prerequisites to a fougere, and you got them here. beautiful stuff, and it has this like really almost edible nature in there. Oh, really enjoyable. The next one, you're gonna have that Insurrection To Wild. Now this is a little close to Pure Reyane that I've read. It's very sweet. You're gonna have the honey, the vanilla, the tobacco is the sweetest out of all of these. And it's my scent of the day today. It has a little bit of a cherry kind of vibe in it, but just the vanilla, the tonka bean, I believe it has, that tobacco, comes together so well. A little bit of cacao, all right, some spicy notes, some woodsy notes, and it just brings it together. It's a no-brainer. So this is the sweetest, okay, sweetest take on vanilla. Sorry, sweetest take on tobacco. The Guess 1981 Los Angeles, this is that designer take on tobacco. So if you want something that's the easiest to wear without thinking, even though some of these might also do really well too, this is like maybe the most basic out of the bunch, okay? With the, I think the vetiver, sandalwood, and tobacco and the dry down. All right, really simple. Probably the less complicated out of these. And you're gonna get some mint and geranium and ginger in there, which will give you some nice freshness too, if you also like that as well. A little bit of plum and pepper and bergamot in the opening to get you going, but yeah, very simple. You'll get a lot of that nice vetiver in the dry down, but this is a really easy to work with fragrance, okay? You can wear it at work, you can wear it after the gym, you can wear it going out, you can wear it in the morning. Very, very versatile. Probably the most versatile out of all of these. So if versatility is your thing with tobacco, 1981 Los Angeles. And then we come back to this. Field Notes from Paris, the niche take, the white floral take, the really kind of sweet, dry, and just really, really wonderful take of tobacco. This will always work. I don't think there's anyone that's necessarily gonna hate this. Maybe everyone might not like this take on tobacco, but if you like fresh, almost a white floral, a little spicy, little dry take on tobacco, it does redeem itself with a lot of the sweetness and that deep dry down with the vanilla, the beeswax, the leather, just to give it some body. Really nice. I think you guys should highly check this out. Shout out to Ariel Shoshana again for wonderful pranks again, guys. You guys have been awesome. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you guys soon. Before you go, please like, comment, and subscribe if you really enjoyed just my review of these wonderful tobacco fragrances, and I will see you next time. Remember, if you want a decant, hit me up. I do decants on all full bottles of my fragrances. If they belong to my wife, sorry, can't help you there. But yeah, just hit me up on IG at The Kingdom Perfumes. Hit me up here in the comments, and I'll take care of shipping for you. And this is just to really support the channel. Go back into my channel for equipment to make better videos for you guys. And hey, that's all I got. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Peace.